And welcome back to the special edition of Special Assignment. The ANC's NEC's appeal task team will start its work tomorrow in the Eastern Cape. Sbu Ndebele is leading the team that will look into the legality of the 8th Provincial Conference. I was there. Buffalo City Stadium in the Eastern Cape, the venue of the ANC's 2018 annual January 8th statement. It will be delivered by the 13th elected president of the ANC, President Jacob Zuma's successor. That's if the national conference in December is not collapsed. Do you see the ANC's elective conference going ahead?
Yes, no, definitely yes. Definitely yes. If we have avoided the collapse of the Eastern Cape Conference, which was well concocted, well planned, either lawyers this side, inside the conference, outside the conference, anarchy in the collective leadership itself because of our own individual interest.
Mabuyane is referring to the September-October Eastern Cape Provincial Conference, marred by violence. A festival that ended with casualties. Ramaphosa was later forced to apologize for referring to the conference as a festival of chairs.
I should not have used those words at that time of language.
The validity of that conference, which elected Oscar Mabuyane chairperson, is now subject to a judicial test and the ANC's internal appeals process. It's allegations and counter-allegations from both sides that reveal fascinating insights on how a conference could be stolen. And through investigations, interviews and studying of various documents, I have identified at least several ways that this is done. In his complaint to the NEC, the ousted chairperson Phumulo Masualle contends the following. He says illegitimate members were allowed to participate in the conference, while those who have passed on were allowed on the audited membership rolls. Meanwhile, absent members were being fraudulently signed on as present in the interest to quorate. BGMs known to have failed to convene have been granted status to participate in the conference, while those that have convened successfully, like the Amatole region contends, are barred from participating in the conference.
It might be because of of our views. We don't know. Because of our views in the provincial conference and our views towards the national conference of the African National Congress. I mean, we made it clear that for the upcoming national conference, we are firmly behind Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma to become the president of the African National Congress.
When we approached Masualle on some of the allegations he made to the NEC, he would not go into detail but instead put his faith in the NEC's appeal process.
That I would leave to the ANC to deal with in an appropriate platform. I really made an exception just to say that yes, we have confidence in the process that they are leading.
Mabuyane denies the allegations and insists everything was above board. He further details historically how branches would be manipulated.
We have seen it, that an RC member or PEC member will go and do a BGM doesn't correct. Leaves with a package. You stay with a package in your place, you go and do signature campaign. You bring a package as if the BGM set. This is what has been happening.
Mabuyane adds that in some instances, community members will be paid to become ANC members. Something similar to this is vote buying. This mostly prevalent at conference level, we are told. Each branch nominates a delegate or more to represent it at a conference. And then this happens.
People will promise a delegate, if you vote for us, we'll give you 10,000 rand given on how fat is their checkbook. And then somebody will vote and 10,000 rand is given. Maybe they give them 5,000 rand before they vote or after. But money changes hands. It's common knowledge that is there.
It is a dismissible offence in the party. But Lunga, who has attended at least 3 national conferences, says confessions are never made.
Delegates who are easily bored, they don't report these cases to the superiors or the upper structures, because people remember, you have a delegate who in his life or her life hasn't touched 10,000. Some of the delegates are unemployed, some of them are coming from deep rural areas. 10,000 rand is a lot of money, so they get excited and play along.
And then comes the ultimate push, the final battleground, the conference. We are told this happens when a certain faction realizes that the branch manipulation of vote buying still don't give a favorable outcome.
Remember, conference is a game of numbers.
About the survival of the fittest and the elimination of the weakest.
And if all else fails, the courts have become an avenue to nullify a conference. In the Eastern Cape, the faction that has gone to court says if the judge rules in their favor after the national conference, it could give rise to the legitimacy of the conference being challenged. Aldrin Simpia, SABC News, Eastern Cape.